Ozarks News, brought to you by the Springfield Greene County Park Board, Roto-Rooter Plumbing and Drain Service, Blue Current, and Thompson Sales. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Foreheads.
Hey, good morning. Happy Thursday to you. We're moving along through this week. I told you it'd be a good one, and it's shaping up to be a pretty good week, I think. It's warm, that's for sure. So if you want more from Abby Dyer's Wake Up Weather Forecast, stick around after this if you're listening to the audio broadcast.
Yeah, and I feel like it went by fairly quickly, too.
I think it did, too. I think it did, too. Yeah,
good.
That's a good week. All right. In the news this morning, shocking find this week at Mallory Early Childhood Center in Springfield, a loaded gun in the backpack of a 3-year-old student, preschooler. Police in the Springfield Public School District are now investigating exactly how that may have happened. The child apparently did not know it was in there. A staff member found the gun in the child's backpack, secured it, and called school police to the scene. And then that Marine, we told you about the Marine who'd been missing for more than a month. Well, now he has been found and arrested. Private First Class Kavian Elder is currently being held in Bourbon, Missouri, about an hour outside St. Louis up along Interstate 44. Remember, he disappeared from Fort Leonard Wood back in early May. U.S. Marshals helped capture him there in Bourbon. He missed lights out on May 3rd at Fort Leonard Wood, was declared absent without leave. Not long after that, he's now facing a federal violation for disappearing. Not sure exactly the charge, but he's in trouble.
Yep. All right. Floodwater is starting to go down around the Ozarks. The Gasconade River crested yesterday after all the rain over the weekend. Several campgrounds along lakes and rivers have been closed, and cleanup has been underway following all the debris getting into the water. Cedar County reports about $500,000 in damage from the flooding. Wow. Yeah. Seems like everywhere there's something going on. Work continues in Greene County as well to make some repairs following the damage here in Greene County.
Yeah, it
is.
It was busy there for a while. I mean, that rain came all at once too.
All right, now to this. A new report shows the Springfield area is seeing the biggest jump in population as far as numbers go, compared to any metro area in the state of Missouri. So Springfield's the place to be, apparently. The U.S. Census Bureau reports the area, including Christian, Dallas, Greene, Polk, and Webster counties, grew by almost 15,000 people from July of 2020 through July of 2023. During that time frame, the city of Nixa grew the most at nearly 10%. That's interesting.
I feel like, do we know some people who moved here during that time? I was trying to think of the folks from California.
Oh, our friends.
They moved before that.
Bob and Nadine. I think they
moved before that
in 2018.
Okay,
I believe. Yeah, so a little bit before that. But it is not uncommon to meet people around the Ozarks who are from California. It seems.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
I know that.
So, all right. Well, many of those people might be looking to buy a house. The Federal Reserve just announced that it will leave the interest rate unchanged. Part of that is based on new information that shows inflation is relaxing slightly, but it's still too high for the Fed to lower the interest rate. The Fed's benchmark rate has now stayed within 5.25% and 5.5% for about the last year.
I was just reading part of an article yesterday about how, with the interest rate being so high for so long and home prices being, during COVID, they went sky high, that a lot of younger people feel like they're never going to be able to own a house, which is interesting because that's kind of like the antithesis of America. It seems like America is all about home ownership, and everybody feels like, here's what you do. You graduate college, you get married, and you buy a home.
Yeah.
So people, it's a weird feeling to know that some people feel like they can't or will never be able to do that.
Yeah. Yeah. It would be weird to feel like you never could. But I also feel like right out of college, I mean, not everybody, but I certainly was very short-sighted at that point. I remember thinking to sign a 2-year television contract seemed like an eternity. I was like, 2 years? What? And
now you can do 2 years standing on your head.
Right. Yeah. Now I can do 2 years standing on my head. You are short-sighted, it seems, at that age.
Yeah,
Or it could have just been me. I don't know if I was just immature or something, but
yeah.
it was,
I think that's by and large true. You don't have the wisdom of time
yeah.
that comes with time. Branson is getting a new hotel, and Element by Weston is going to be built near Whitewater and the Ballparks of America, that part of Branson. Groundbreaking is set for 2 weeks from now. The developer trying to capitalize on 30,000 people who attend games at Ballparks of America annually. That's a lot of people that they get in. But they have little league tournaments and travel team tournaments all the time. And man, if you can have a hotel right next to it, we know from traveling for soccer and swimming that that is nice when you don't have to go far to get to the games. This will be the third Marriott branded hotel in Branson when it's completed.
Yeah, I bet it's nice. I like Marriott's.
Yeah, this type of it's an Element by Weston. So I don't think I've been in one of those, but Kansas City Chiefs defensive end B.J. Thompson. We told you about his health incident. He's now out of the hospital and recovering at home. He suffered a seizure and then cardiac arrest at a team meeting last week. Thompson is in his second year with the Chiefs. He was selected in the 5th round of the draft last year, 2023. He played in only one game during the last season, but everybody rooting for him. You wonder how that cardiac arrest happened for somebody.
Oh, man. Yeah, I think, isn't he 27? Isn't that what I read? I think he's 27.
I think he's younger than that.
Was it? He might be.
He was a rookie last year, right out of college.
Yeah.
And then there's this, even before he officially becomes the new president of the Missouri State University, Dr. Biff Williams. Dr. Biff is leading the process of finding a new athletic director for the university. That, after longtime AD Kyle Motes left for the AD job at Eastern Kentucky University. So MSU is now hoping to have a new athletics director within the next 2 months. So they're going to have to get on the stick. I'm sure applications are flowing in because there are a lot of ADs throughout the country who would love a job at Missouri State University. So
yeah, and a good place to settle too. By the way, he's 25. BJ Thompson is 25. So you're right. He was younger. Okay, tonight you have another opportunity to catch the Springfield cashew chickens, not the food, not the dish, not the famous dish, but the famous team. A handful of times throughout the season, the Springfield Cardinals baseball team becomes the Springfield Cashew Chickens, complete with specialty jerseys and hats that the teams wear. And then they also sell them in the team store at the ballpark. You can get tickets at the Springfield Cardinals website or at Hammons Field if you want to just walk up. There are 6 other Cashew Chickens nights on the schedule this season. So if you really want to go see the Springfield Cardinals play as the Cashew Chickens, fear not. If you can't make it out tonight, there are 6 others.
That's fun. I think that's a neat idea that minor league baseball is doing to try to capitalize on the coolness of different cities and the things that those cities are popular for. It's baseball weather. I'll tell you that. Suddenly it's become summertime. And our boy was at the Cardinals game yesterday, wasn't he?
Yes, he was at the Cardinals game yesterday with his friend. He had a great time. It was sunny and pretty perfect. And it's interesting. I read an article yesterday that the average time of year that Springfield hits 90, the average date is June 12th. And so today's the 13th, and we're supposed to hit 90 today. So we would be 1 day off average if we get up to 90 today. So it's always hard because, it starts out a little cool, but then we start heading upward. So,
yeah, that's interesting. It feels like we're still in late spring or very, very early summer. And I guess we are, but it's we're midway through June, which, there's July and August and it's back to school.
Yeah. Oh, don't remind me. It's going to come up so soon.
I know.
So soon.
The kids are like, quit it, 4 hits, you're killing me.
Yeah, I know.
Let us enjoy some vacation time.
Okay. Well, here we are. Hope you have a fantastic Thursday. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yep. As always, we're grateful for you listening and watching, whatever you do. Share it with friends, and we will see you right back here bright and early tomorrow. See you.
Bye.